The year of the Chud keeps going, everybody. My friends, I'm so excited to announce that we are winning on every front. I get a lot of comments,
This is doing nothing for the culture war. You're doing nothing.
but you know what? The more we speak up, the more we act together, the more we push back, the more we are going to push these corporations because at the end of the day, they are beholden to the bottom line, and our dollars do matter, and our lives matter. So there you go. All right, my name is John Delarose. I am a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and I've got my Overmind launching in 3 days on Kickstarter. I'm so excited for this. I have both a novel and a comic going with this campaign, starring the same characters in the same universe. We're building a beautiful, beautiful sci-fi world. If you love like The Fifth Element, remember that movie from the 90s that was awesome? If you love like Babylon 5, if you love Valerian the comic, this is going to be something you'll absolutely enjoy. So I want you to go to this page, the link's in my description below, click the notify me on launch so that you get this little green button, and join us on Tuesday when we have real culture that's going to be an awesome replacement for Netflix. Yes, and that's what we'll get into today. Netflix is really having problems. They are now laying off 150 employees because they have had so many issues with people just axing their accounts left and right over the last several years. This started with Cuties, of course, when they pushed this like weird pedophilia nonsense on everybody, and nobody really wanted to support Netflix after that for good reason. It was just like, this is the creepiest, weirdest thing I've ever seen hit TV. I mean, it was definitely sexualizing little girls. It's creepy. Maybe they're okay with that in Europe, but we're definitely not okay with that here in America. And so Netflix lost a lot of subscribers on that. Of course, naturally, Variety and all the mainstream pedo defender shills said,
Oh, it was just a short-lived cancellation. There was no real problem with that.
but guess what? That was not the case. Then, of course, they hire Barack Obama and his team to like make a bunch of documentaries and all that, signaling it, their little golf claps for, the woke administration and, of course, the Democrats, because it's all about politics with these people. Well, that didn't really help out all that much. If you look at Netflix's stock, it's been a complete train wreck collapse. It's fallen like more than 60% over the last 6 months. Now, of course, we've had a little bit of a stock market crunch in the last couple of weeks, but this is huge. It is on a slide. This is a trend. Now, not only does this happen, but Netflix is also losing its shows that are popular, like Daredevil, to Disney Plus. Of course, then Paramount Plus has taken Star Trek and things like that. A lot of stuff that's actually good, that's actually interesting, that people would want to watch, is fallen off of Netflix. They really are just down to their barest SJW content at this point. And so, of course, employees on the inside have been trying to undermine the company and push a woke agenda, trying to cancel their own good stuff like Dave Chappelle specials. And Netflix has had no good way to counter this. So at this point, because they are failing so badly, they're getting the axe. It's beautiful. And apparently they are targeting the social justice warriors in their company by this deal. So this is what it says. The struggling streaming service has pulled the plug on several projects that were aimed at discussing race and LGBTQ issues. Yes. It's finally starting to push back. They're realizing that people don't want this. They're realizing that people don't want to watch and spend their entertainment hours getting lectured to about these creepy woke politics. They don't want to be pushed into this like minor attracted person stuff that these weirdos from Hollywood are pushing anymore. They ask diverse employees working on and promoting them. Yes. It feels good, my friends. It feels great. A total of 150 recruitment workers were fired, as well as another 70 animators and 70 contractors working on promotional media materials for the firm, including social media and publishing. Those promotional workers were assigned to work on Netflix projects. Strong black lead. Yes. And the Asian American focused Golden, the Latino focused Con Todo, and the LGBTQ focused Most. Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't just be pushing projects just for like small minority demographics and trying to push your little politics. You should be pushing fun entertainment for everyone. And that's the whole problem that the industry doesn't understand, and they're going to learn it. It's happening to Disney too. Disney's losing a lot of money with their pushing against Florida and pushing for grooming in schools. They're going to learn the same lesson that Netflix is very shortly. And it's so fun to watch. I can't say I'm sad about it in the least. Well, That's it. And of course, this is pushing across every corporation. We're seeing a trend now sweeping that this woke nonsense is being pushed out because it's losing them far too much money. They tried, they really wanted it, but they all went too far. Even Facebook now has, I guess, a memo out telling their employees to stop discussing abortion at work. And this is what happens with SJWs. They don't really like to work. That's kind of the big thing with this whole group. They're commies at the end of the day. You got to remember that. And so they like to just push the politics at work because they can distract from the fact that they're actually not doing any work. And then they get the company in this spiral where nobody's actually doing work because they're having conference calls and meetings and training sessions discussing these woke politics issues rather than actually getting their jobs done. It sucks up company time, it sucks up company productivity, and it destroys everything at the end of the day. And so this is exactly what's going on now at Facebook, at Netflix. We're going to see it at Disney shortly. It's all a big watershed moment. And you know what? We're going to replace them with awesome new culture that we're producing ourselves, that we're supporting ourselves. And it's too late for these big companies to go anywhere. But it's not too late for us. We're just getting started. This is the beginning, and the best is yet to come, my friends. I see it all swinging back, and we're building something big. So thank you for being there. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be back soon.